Please listen to this and unlearn all the lies you have been told.
What we're seeing right now online is wild. Ishowspeed goes to Africa. That's it. That's the event. He walks around. He laughs. He meets people. He gets love. And suddenly the internet looks like it just woke up from a 100-year coma. Because the most shocking thing about speed in Africa is not Africa. It's the reaction. Let's be real here. Some Americans are genuinely stunned, like genuinely confused. Why does it look like this? Why are there buildings? Why is everyone dressed normal? Why is there Wi-Fi? Bro, listen to yourself. That's not curiosity. That's conditioning breaking in real time. And I don't even blame people fully. That's the uncomfortable part. Because for decades, legacy media fed one image of Africa: starving kids, flies, dirt roads, sad charity commercials. That was the only Africa shown. So when Speed is walking through clean streets, modern cities, people smiling, music, energy, people short circuit. Not because Africa changed overnight, because the lie finally collapsed. And you can hear the panic in some comments. I thought Africa was poor. I thought Africa needed help. This doesn't look real. That's not an insult to Africa. That's an insult to how deep the propaganda ran. Now, here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because this isn't just about white Americans. Some African Americans are hurt, conflicted, angry. And before anyone twists that, listen to what I'm saying. There are people saying, why is Speed getting more love than us? Why do Africans treat him like royalty? They're using him. That pain, that reaction, that comes from history, from displacement, from identity wounds. That part is real. But here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. Africa welcoming Speed isn't a rejection of Black Americans. It's Africa asserting itself. This is Africans saying, we don't need CNN to introduce us. We don't need approval. We don't need pity. Speed isn't being loved because he's American. He's being loved because he's human, unfiltered, curious, open. And here's the part that really messes people up. Speed didn't come with an agenda. No speech. No, I'm here to uplift. No savior complex. He just showed up, and that alone exposed how fake the old narratives were. Let me say this clearly. Africa does not need to prove it is modern. It doesn't need to flex skyscrapers. It doesn't need to show receipts. The fact that people are shocked by normalcy is proof of how distorted the image was. And the internet reaction, that's the lie screaming as it dies. People are embarrassed. People feel dumb. People feel angry. Now flip it. Look at Africans online. Some are laughing. Some are proud. Some are annoyed. Some are saying, we told you. But notice something. They're not begging for validation. That's new. Africa isn't asking to be seen. It's just being seen. And that shift, that's why this moment matters. This is bigger than Speed. This is the internet doing what media never wanted it to do. Remove the filter. One streamer walking around with a camera did more to shatter stereotypes than decades of documentaries. That should scare people. And when you see comments spiraling, when you see people arguing, when you see discomfort, understand this. You're not watching Africa change. You're watching people unlearn lies. And unlearning hurts. This video made you uncomfortable? Good. That's growth. If it made you defensive, ask why. If it made you proud, own that too. But don't pretend this isn't revealing something deeper. Because right now, American ignorance isn't being exposed by Africans. It's being exposed by reality. And reality doesn't care what story you grew up with. If you're still here, you clearly